Hey guys, welcome back for episode 24 of Long War. We are about to envelop on a new mission. We have the Spearhead team going for an extract VIP. There is, I believe, another Splinter Cell group infiltrating here to sabotage an Advent monument. Now, in the meanwhile, we have a decent amount of personnel at home. We have a nice amount of supplies coming in. I have 143 standing by, and I'm going for magnetic weapons. That's what I'm saving my cash for mostly. Let's see, 3 days and 1 hour to get a very light enemy group, and what I want to get from them is to recover an Advent item or recover an item from an Advent vault and find a lead. Now this can allow me to liberate this region or start the project towards that. The question is, do I have any specialists available to do the job and then get out quick? Because 3 days is very, very short to do a long time infiltration. Now I do have Captain Tikul's available here as a specialist. The other specialists, I believe, are on a mission or wounded. Yeah, one's on shredder training and the other's wounded. So I could send in the captain, potentially with some other support, and maybe get in there quick. I could even spend some intel in getting the mission infiltrated faster, because I will get a decent amount of intel from it. So let's go. Very light enemy activity.
Setting course for Sector 16, Indonesia.
3 days, 1 hour to infiltrate, which after my flight is down to 3 days. So we're going to send in Captain Tikul's. Wow, that is instantly the maximum limit. But I'm not just going to send in one guy. Absolutely not. That is suicide. Cerberus is an offensive geared shinobi, so he's not perfect for that job. The other shinobis are not available. Job like this, I would want to have maximum firepower. But we're already at 3 days, 13 hours, not too bad. Shinobi, 4 days. Get in, boost infiltration. Yeah, I think it can be done. Let's go. Let's see, do we have enough medkits? One on you, one on you. We have one flashbang, which I think is a bit low. We have Myers here, who's built, I believe, as a flame... No, actually he's built as a rocketeer, which is good. That means he has plenty of explosives, so you can carry a flashbang there. Let's go.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Alright, I think that might be the first mission that's going to come up. Another mission! Oh, we have an infiltrator. Let's get that guy out of the way, shall we?
Setting course for Sector 15.
I really
West
dislike
Asia.
Faceless. Now, in case you haven't done or you haven't seen me do these missions before, the situation here is that we have an opportunity to infiltrate or to attack an enemy infiltrator. This is a guy, usually a Faceless, who's been pretending to be a civilian among my resistance haven, but is sabotaging my efforts to get intelligence and mostly supplies. That's where you normally find that these guys tend to interrupt your services. So the objective here is to go in, find him, kill him, get out. I have one soldier, that's the Haven Advisor, and the rest of it is going to be made up of resistance contacts. Looks like I got a decent sizable bunch, 6 of them. And the soldier that we have here is once again Florence, who's done a pretty good job in this haven as an advisor, because previously she was on a mission which was a stop the convoy attack. And there too, she did a very good job. So I'm happy to have her on this one.
Double time.
Assaults tend to be very good in that role.
Aha, me muevo.
Shake it, baby.
Now let's see if we can find these bastards. Put them in the ground.
Okay.
No one here so far.
Got some hostiles grouped
Here
over
we
here.
go. Small group. Just the 3 of them.
Got it covered.
Let's move into a
Got it
position
covered.
strike. Take out, oops,
Moving out.
take out that patrol.
Bien.
There's not really any good cover for you other than that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes these resistance contacts have some really, really weird skills. One of them is a shotgunner that had precision skill or precision attack, which is not particularly useful. This is the one. Look, precision shot allows him to do plus 30 bonus to critical chance and 33 critical damage. But you need to have 2 moves if you want to do that. So that's the weird part. It's a very nice perk to have
Yeah.
on someone who has the range to use it. Those that don't, it feels like a bit of wasted potential.
Headed there now.
We have another shotgunner here. And you seem to be carrying an assault rifle. We're gonna have to go in here and open this fence by the looks of it. We want to avoid detection. That was quite the shove to that fence.
Okay. Got it
Eyes on
covered.
the prize.
This patrol probably isn't going anywhere, so let's just knock them down. Ah, really? Stop increasing the distance! That's gonna make it real difficult for my 3 shotguns to do anything useful. Florence,
Roger that.
be sure to check if this car doesn't get you detected. Well, some parts of it do. Most of them don't. Okay, so we can stack
Location
up
confirmed.
there. Then this is another cover position.
Moving out.
I want you on
Position
Overwatch
confirmed.
there. My other assault rifle. Can we put you up somewhere? We can.
Yo me encargo.
That's an elevation bonus right there. And finally, the other shotgunner
Overwatch.
over there.
Groovy.
Oh shit, they're linking up with the other group. Just take a hike, yeah? I don't need to engage 2 groups at the same time. I could wipe out these 2 with 1 grenade, probably. Oh, I really don't want to engage 2 groups. Are you the one that's spotting them?
Wanna dance?
Maybe? Yep, you were the one that was spotting the other group. Right, you still have a 66% chance to hit at that range with a shotgun? 74 aim. Okay. That explains that. That is a really, really accurate resistance contact. Same for this one. 75 aim.
On Overwatch.
Alright.
Who wants some?
Now the problem here is that I cannot move up too far. If I do, I'm very likely to run into that other group, and that's something I'd prefer to avoid.
Moving.
Ah yeah, how is your range? Not fantastic. Alright, Overwatch. Ah yeah, take a shot. Or do we want to throw a grenade at him? Grenade would be the safer way to go. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to save my grenades a bit. Headshot! Or something like that at that range with a shotgun.
You want some more?
Ah shit, I should have put that guy, girl, on Overwatch. Oh well. 1, potentially 2 Faceless right there. For some reason, once you engage, even if you don't have a line of sight, these guys just tend to morph. God, they're so ugly. Alright, now for the 2 of you. Here's the Overwatch. Look at you. Holy. That's a lot better than what I was expecting.
Die.
And of course now this group decides to join the fray. There's an Overwatch. You actually hit him? Wow. I gotta say, my assaulter has been training you really, really well.
Confirmado.
Oh, really? That would have been such an easy shot.
Ya, no le he dado.
Now, how much do we have in options? I could go for a grenade. That could potentially take them
Moving to
both
position.
out on that end. If I have the range. Well, it's not great.
Grenade out.
It'll probably kill the officer off and hit the other guy.
Multiple
Okay.
enemies neutralized.
Did manage to get some loot destroyed, but I wiped out 2 of them. Now it's going to be interesting to see how far these Faceless can move up. I would rather not have them engage any of my troops just yet. It seems like they don't have the range. They're stopping pretty much 5-6 tiles short of my troops. So the one I really have to worry about is the engineer. It's the guy with the the grenade launcher behind the tree there. He's overwatching? You're making this look easy. Because I have someone who very much ignores overwatches, or at least
Getting in close.
is barely, if at all,
Location
impacted by
confirmed.
them.
Taking heavy fire.
And she's coming for you. And she's not likely to miss. There. 15 damage. That's what I'm talking about.
Hostile target down.
Now, we have 5 resistance contacts, 2 Faceless. So now the precision shot might come in handy, but it's still only a 29% chance to do a critical hit, so I'm not overly optimistic. I could close in, but then again, my critical doesn't really, or my precision shot can't be used anymore. So
Raining
let's just go
blood,
for some
baby.
explosions. Nice, that was a high damage roll. You have a precision shot for 20%. Not too impressed there.
Take this.
Lob another grenade. 1 dead. You, up on the roof. Can you wipe him out for me? You can indeed.
Hostil neutralizado. Munición en las
Positive
últimas.
confirmation. Area secured.
That was
Status
one
confirmed.
fast mission.
accomplished.
I'm glad to see our troops finding success in the field. It's good for the entire crew's morale.
Now with Florence, considering that she's another one of those assaulters built completely around the run and gun maneuver, I'm going to give her extra conditioning so that run and gun is reduced from 3 to 2 turn cooldown. And the rest of these are just resistance contacts, so they don't actually impact anything. Hacking, another hacking, a dodge and an expanded magazine. 1 Faceless corpse. The other one got blown up by a grenade. 3 trooper corpses and 1 drone wreck. Not bad. Now, I'm expecting the other mission to hit first. That's the one we have down there. That's only a very, very short time to infiltrate. We have here 2 days. What is it with these missions? 2 days is way too short. 5 days. Destroy a relay. Prevent a resistance data leak. Our haven may be in danger. Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Setting course for the Indian Regional Zone.
Now, the missions that I most dislike, that are usually food for stuff that goes bad, are these destroy a relay mission. And of course, that's the one that's coming up right now. Now, the problem is that I have only 4 operatives available, most of which are not that good. 3 corporals and 1 sergeant. Officers are unavailable. And this also means that my team is going to be very small. So, suppose I do send them in. I may not have enough firepower, especially considering that one of them is a sniper. And you are set up as a snapshot sniper, so you do have a decent amount of maneuverability. But it's still... it's questionable. And I'd hate to lose 3 corporals and a sergeant by just trying to destroy an enemy relay. What to do, what to do. Pevney can fire twice. Grenadier can... yeah, you're the support Grenadier. You can launch grenades. Sniper can fire and maneuver in the same turn. And so can Mr. Wick. If I boost the infiltration... you know what, I'm going to send them in. And then we're going to see how much infiltration they can get. If it's worth boosting. And if so, we might be able to do the mission. Otherwise, I'm just going to abort and pull them out.
Ready to deploy.
Okay, we have another squad that's coming up. Extract VIP from an advanced city. We are at 122%. The enemy is ready for me. But they have light enemy activity. The squad that I have deployed here is a 5-man squad. Vicious Koala, Ulf, we have Rebif, Vanish and Wheezy here. Now, these are pretty high ranking operatives, short, or save for these 2 corporals. I'm gonna do it with light.
We received a Priority 1 transmission from the spokesman. The Resistance has a VIP operating out of this area in need of immediate extraction. Advent forces are on alert nearby. Be prepared to engage and eliminate any hostile contacts. Secure the area and escort the VIP to safety.
If I get the mission done, I get another corporal. If I don't get the mission done, I don't get the corporal and I may lose a soldier. So it's all riding on getting out of here as quickly as possible. And I really don't like the name of the operation. Operation Death Face. The squad will start out with being detected, short of Vanish. So I'm going to use him as a scout. Means I have 4 shooters and potentially 5 if I can get Reef to give a pistol to the VIP. Gives me a semi-shooter, as it were, because a pistol is not that good, but it can be used to finish off some targets. I believe we do have some explosives with us, and 1 laser weapon. Holy shit.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction.
I saw a lot of red on the map.
Advent already knows we're here, so your position
This is going to be a tough
concealed
one.
for the extraction.
I saw the extraction zone over there, but there's, I think, somewhere along the lines of 6 targets in that area alone. So the more I can scout out and potentially avoid these contacts, the better we're off. Vanish, get up on the roof.
On my way.
Tell me what you can see. Oh, there's someone there. There is someone there. Wheezy. Wheezy cannot really make it onto the roof.
Roger that. I have a target!
Oh, crap. 4? No, 5 targets here. Okay, so Wheezy has to move. Reef. There you go. You'll need this. Give a pistol. And the rocket launcher is probably something I'm going to need right now. Here. Take a pistol. Reef. Save us. Hit him with everything you got. That'll do.
Maybe
That's
you
2
can
down.
handle yourself One of them first-class tickets to the resurrection.
3 down? No, the officer's still there. And we have 2 others. Now I have another technical, but he's more set up to be a flamethrower. The other operatives that I have here, VK, has 4 grenades. If you can lob that thing far enough... Well, you can't. Alright, try to hit him as hard as you can. That's half his health gone. What exactly are these? That's a gunner? Is that a scout? Yeah, that's a scout. You can kill off the officer, but I'm in open cover, so I'm not going to do that.
Let's go!
You have high cover. 11 chance to hit. No thanks, I'm good. Ulf. I'm gonna need you to get real close. And then not get hit. That's not gonna be an easy exercise, but I need you to do it. I need you to survive the whole thing. That was close. There was a 46% chance to hit. Those scouts are really damn accurate. Gunner getting some distance. He's at least not locking me down. That saves me a lot of trouble. What's the officer off to? You're going to be inside the building. And you get a mark, which means that you do not get a shot. Alright. Now, I could launch another rocket, but I sort of want to keep these things in reserve. I do have my grenadier, but not a lot of position to move him up to. I really, really want that scout dead. Let's see, how far can we move you up? This is a bit tricky, but I might be able to use either the flamethrower or roost to try and get these guys out of my way. You have Napalm X, which means that they can disorient or panic, or both. Oh, you gotta be kidding. This again? There. There. Alright, at least get the officer then. Advent officer was killed. Alright, so that's him done. Oh, you cannot quite make it.
Copy!
That's unfortunate. 61 or a 51. It's a 5 damage shot. Ah, grazed. 4 hit points off of him. Great.
Okay, I'll go. Grenade!
Let's get some damage in here. I'm sort of hoping that that car would go up, but it's not even showing any indication of wanting to do so. Alright, that leaves me with Rebif. And my VIP. And of course Vanish. But if I don't have to, I don't really want to use Vanish just yet. Range on your flamethrower is not good enough. Bweezy, if I give you another shot, you might be able to hit him. Because your chances to hit are absolutely atrocious. Alright, Bweezy, make this shot count. This is no time for your inaccuracies that you've displayed over the last, oh, I don't know, couple dozen episodes. We're gonna go for a guaranteed kill here. Thank you, Bweezy. Another grazing shot.
Good enough for me!
What is it with these guys? Now, the VIP doesn't really have anywhere to go, so I'm going to put him on pistol overwatch. You never know. He might actually do something useful with it. Here's the thing. I could try and go for a silent takedown. If I go for the silent takedown, that will give me plus 20 critical hit chance, putting that up to 35%, and have plus 3 critical damage. I do need to do 5 damage to him at least, which I think
Will do.
is too much. I don't think I can do that. So we're not going to do it yet. Let's just see what this scout is going to do. They're usually shooters. Jesus. And they are very accurate at what they do, apparently. Wheezy,
Copy.
it's time to get rid of this guy once and for all. Good day. Target down.
Enemy down.
Just one stock. Fine.
Copy. I got it.
We'll make do. Who has a health kit? You do. Alright, heal him up,
Okay, then you call me tomorrow.
because he cannot take another hit.
You need people like me.
Yes, we do. We need medics. And you're a bit of both currently. You're half a medic and half something else. Now, this is where the fun starts, because now we might spot...
In position.
There's one of them. That's a group of 4. But where's the other group? That's what I really want to know.
I'll check it out.
You're definitely going to see... That was a weird jump right there.
Get ready.
There's the other group. So we have 2 groups of 4 awaiting me at the route to the extraction. Once I get potentially through this group, I might be able to make a run for it. So what I need to do is make sure that my guys get ready to do a dash. And try to get as much terrain covered right now. There's not really any way through here.
Still there.
He still has a rocket. And if I can use it, I will. Let's see. They are sort of moving away. And these guys are definitely coming to me. It would be wonderful if we could launch a grenade over the building and right on top of them. But it's not gonna get easy. How good is your range? Not good enough from where you are currently.
What's over there?
This, come on, there it is. It's just a bit of edgy damage. I'm not sure if this is going to do a lot of damage, because it's on the edge of the grenade, but it's the best we have. So he's going to fire his grenade, then you're going to move up, potentially using your flamethrower or whatever other option we have. But Wheezy's not quite in a position to help out yet. And he is, well, he's definitely instrumental in that area. So VK, for now I want you to hold. Same for Ulf. And Rebif, you're gonna have to move up fast. Papa Franku. Hold. As for you, Vanish,
Hang on.
live up to your nickname.
Deal.
Glad you agree. They're inside the building? Yeah, they just crashed through there, apparently. Great. So I lost sight, and that makes them very, very unpredictable. Vanish, see if you can find them. There they are. There they are. So, I'm thinking that they might come through that door. I'm also thinking that my grenade is not likely to be able to reach them. If at all.
I'm trusting you here.
Will this get me spotted? No, it won't. Ah, the walls and the... Oh, there it is. Go. That's a better shot than I had previously. Nice. 2 dead. 1 heavily wounded snake, and that looks like another gunner. Yeah, you didn't quite like that, did you? The question is, what are you going to do about it? And I think... not much, actually. Not much. Because there's simply not that much that you can do. Short of dying. Ulf. Oh, crap. If I move up too far, I'm gonna see the other group. Not good. So we're gonna have to try and get these guys from a distance. That's 1. Wheezy, that's an 88 chance. Yes, please. Looks like Wheezy went to the targeting range.
Tango down.
And he did a fantastic job there. Scoring all sorts of high marks.
Loading.
Do you want to
Beef,
go on with me?
Overwatch.
Just say it.
Overwatch.
Then you make a move.
Franco. And Vanish. Move up slightly. See if there's any more out there. We're gonna get detected, I think. Yep. I think they spotted Koala there. Damn it, these guys are very spread out. If that is gonna do mind control... Okay, not mind control.
Get me out of here, please.
Panicked. Great, psi attack then. Wolf. It's time to start using that flamethrower a bit more. Unless we want to go for rocketeering. I think that's better. It's a 6-tile scatter. This... Wow, this is going to hit both of them. Go. That's a really long burst of flame. He's burning? What about that snake? Could you burn, please? No. But he's moving. And so are you. Alright, Wheezy. You have absolutely no position to fire from. Beef. You still have a flamethrower that we can use. Not sure if it's going to go through the wall, though. Would be wonderful if it did. I don't think it does. No, not by the looks of it. Now you do have a concussion rocket that we can fire. That will stun and disorient targets in the range, so let's hit him there. 1 is disoriented, but they're also inside a smokescreen, so this guy's much more difficult to hit. Unfortunately. Franco, I really don't see a clear way to the extraction point yet. What are we gonna do about you?
Roger that. Copy.
Here's the
I'm on it.
problem, most of my guys are in low cover. Vanish, can you take out any of these guys? You might. You very well might. We're gonna do a silent takedown. We're gonna do that all the way over there. Now with silent takedown, he should not be detected until it's too late. Yeah, there we go.
Will do.
It will. Of course, I should have thought of that before I fired that rocket. But it definitely takes one of the guys out of the equation. And the other one's burning, so I'm actually dealing with 2 targets. Now the question is... Yeah, there we go. He missed. You are one lucky man, Ulf. Because that could have been way worse. Oh shit, is that a poison? That's a poison.
Not feeling so good.
That's just what VK needed, since he's already through his hit points there. You're moving. What's your plan? Ooh. Could have been
That all
worse.
you got? This looks a little ugly.
Oh dear. We need to get our
Menace
other
1-5,
medic
be
over there.
advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position.
Now,
Firebrand
at this
has a
point,
limited window to provide extraction.
from over there, I might be able to get a flamethrower burst in. But I might be able to do that from the other side as well. This is definitely going to be a flamethrower hit. Need to line these guys up a bit more. Maybe from over here? No, it's just one of them. He's already burning. Your chances to hit the other guy are 82. Okay. So that's for future reference. Anyone has a med kit? Yeah, Bweezy does. VK? You, however, can launch a grenade, right? Yeah, you can. Come on. We bounced that thing off the windowsill before. We can surely do it again. Okay, we'll get a different angle. Ulf. You still have your rocket launcher. How accurate is that going to be? 4 tiles. Take the shot. Ooh, that's a good hit right there. We're making a real mess of the area. But we are definitely going to get the kills. Because now you have an 82% chance to hit. And the snake is dead.
That is serious money.
Cover me.
Okay, time to heal you up.
Copy. I got it.
And then potentially use VK to get out of there. Which, of course, he can't. Damn it.
Stay in put.
Now, here's the thing. I still have Vanish. Vanish cannot actually do another lethal attack. Yet.
I'm listening.
Maybe later. But for now, you're stuck here.
What's the catch?
I'm not sure if Franco can get the stuff, and it's poisoned as well, so... better that I don't. Hold. I really hope that we're not going to see enemy reinforcements come in, because that would make my life a bit more complicated than it needs to be. Uh-oh. Don't hit. Thank you.
Я в порядке.
Okay, no enemy reinforcements as of yet. This poison cloud is really starting to get in the way.
We're Oscar Mike. Let's go.
Rafe, can you pick up that stuff for me? Now, I still think it's weird, but so long as VK doesn't
Gonna
move,
eat
he's
that
not
sauce
going to
up
be
for
impacted at all by the poison. It's weird like that. But so long as he just doesn't move, it somehow doesn't get him. Don't ask me how that works. He's not likely to move there because he's going to be flanked. Moving up a bit. You probably don't have the flamethrower range. That's okay. Just gonna hunker down.
Я на месте.
VK, wait till the smoke dissipates. And I'm not sure if I can get the VIP through the window. So let's assume that we can't. Hold here. You have one turn until you can attack using another flash and potentially silent takedown. So I need to charge you up, as it were. Get some distance. So that the next attack is going to get all that more critical. Overwatch.
I can do that.
Jesus. He actually managed to hit Bweezy. That's actually pretty impressive at that range. Now, 5 to 7. That's a kill. Go for silent takedown. And go get him. Dead. We can immediately pick up the corpse and evac the guy. Excellent. That smoke cloud gone? Yep. Perfect. Let's get out of here. Anything you can pick up here? Indeed there is. You have the choice between two snakes.
You short a couple of mil, I go on the street for you.
Wheezy.
Okay.
Go get another one.
Cover me!
And here's the VIP, who's now finally able to move up.
Вас понял.
Oh fuck, don't tell me there's another group.
Готовность номер 1.
I feel safer already.
Yeah, well I don't, because we got reinforcements coming in and I just cannot make it to the extraction point. So you may feel safer, but we're not out of the woods yet.
Cover me! I guess that'll be okay.
Vanish, pick up the corpse, that will get you detected, but you only carry an SMG, so whatever.
It's just another alarm.
You can get out. You know what, we're going to put him down. We're going to overwatch, and then the next turn we'll pick him up once we've fired, and then get out. How about that? So we're going to have one overwatch from Ulf, one from you.
Yes,
And we're going to have, potentially, an overwatch from the VIP, but I don't want to risk him not being able to get to the extraction point. Not after going through all of that. So, move up. Reef. Hold.
Stand back!
Get fucked.
Alright, we got 2 SMGs on Overwatch. Not expecting any miracles here. Hit? That's a small miracle in itself right there.
Нулевой.
Yeah, you can point at me, but by the time that you actually get to shoot, I intend not to be here. If you don't very
I'll
much
see
mind.
what I can do.
That was a neat trick finish. How did you do that? Why don't you teach the others how to do that?
No need to ask twice.
That's 3. I missed out on 1 corpse, but whatever.
Приказ получен, командир.
There's Reef, and finally, Boise.
Cover me!
Careful not to slam anyone off the roof with that stiff you got on your back, okay? Alright, see you guys.
This is Firebrand. VIP is secure.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Alright, so we just scored ourselves another corporal. Not bad. Unfortunately, Koala's going to be out of play for a while. He first took a good hit, and then he went down thanks to some poison. But he's been promoted, so that's good news. And we're going to go for boosted cores. 17 days, it's not too bad. Ulf. Burnout. Activating your flamethrower leaves a small smoke cloud around your position, providing a defensive bonus. Very nice to have this, because once you have this, you can actually get a bit more aggressive with your flamethrower. Because low cover would suddenly become viable if you get a small damage, or correction, small defense bonus. 20 defensive bonus. So burnout. And then Reef, Tandem Warheads. Grenades and rockets do full damage to units to the maximum extent of their area of effect. Definitely something I want to have happen. This is the one we're going to be looking at for the next tier for the flamethrower. Your flamethrower can now damage mechanical units, because we're going to have phosphorus. But for Reef, who's a purebred rocketeer, if the game will allow me to elect it, we're going to go for Tandem Warheads. Now, let's get our VIP trained up. Corporal, show me your stats. 16 mobility, 71 aim. I like where this is going. First, let's have a look at the AWC. Heat warheads? Okay. He's not that likely to use grenades, but sure. And smoker. With his high mobility, I'm going to turn this guy into one of those marksmen. A fast mover. So we're going to have precision shot and snapshot. And this is going to be the third sniper who has this ability, if I'm not mistaken. As for his PCS, well, they're decent, but nothing too stellar. Alright, not a bad mission, I'd say. Unfortunately, another guy in the hospital, but we have plenty to support that. We have Submester in the Advanced Warfare Center for 1 day, training Shredder. We have Malika Joey here, turning into an officer. We have plenty of guys still on mission, so there's definitely more to come up.
Machine working overtime. We're still seeing a steady
Advent,
flow of migrants
sorry, Central, if you could
I'm
shut
not
up
sure
for a
they
minute.
have to do all that much convincing at this point.
And I'm not sure I'd trade my freedom for a few hot meals and the cure for the common cold.
Well, maybe not. But what about the terminally ill, the elderly, or the disabled?
You're wrong about that, Doctor. We can offer them freedom, even if it means they have to endure the pains of being human.
Now, thanks to Central finally shutting up, I can also shut up the episode. So I hope you enjoyed that mission. Bit of a touch and go, but I really like using the technicals with both their rocket launcher and their flamethrower abilities, and I hope to be able to do that definitely more in next episodes. So thank you for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed, and that you'll join me tomorrow for the next episode of XCOM Long War 2. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.